Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the Orchis Yosher, the topic of Pachad V'Daiga, fear and anxiety. And today, Be'ez Hashem, we will finish off this chapter. And he writes that how careful a person has to be from not immersing themselves into a world of worry, anxiety, of the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen to them and how things are going to transpire. A person has to be careful to believe in Hashem. As we said yesterday, the more emunah, the more faith and belief and trust that a person has in Hashem, so then the easier it will be to go through the journeys and the pathways of life without getting overwhelmed by chas v'chalila, anxiety or worry. So he writes over here, even though we find that a person does have to be careful, like it says, Dever be'ir, if there's wild animals in the city, there's a plague in the town, kanes raglecha, you should bring yourself into your house. Ra'av be'ir, if there's a hunger in the city, pazir raglecha, go someplace else to find food. So it looks like what? You're being concerned about what's going on. This says Rav Chaim Kanievsky, it only deals with the effort, the hishtadlus that a person has to make in any given situation of what the situation calls for. So when there's no food in the town, you got to go and find food. Doesn't mean however, when it comes to worries and fear and anxiety, there, even if there's no food, even if there's dever, there's a plague in the land, whatever might be going on, there's no reason to be afraid because everything is coming from Hashem. And Hashem is going to take care of you. And Hashem is going to embrace you. And Hashem is going to love you as He always has. The times are challenging and difficult. That might be true. But don't give up your menuchas hanefesh, your peace of mind, and your belief in HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the difficulties that are going on around you. But Sanhedrin Amru, the Gemara says, Kol Yemei Ani Royim, quoting a verse in Mishlei. And the verse in Mishlei says, Kol Yemei Ani Royim, all the days of the poor man are bad. Zeh Shedaito Kitzar. The Gemara says, who's the poor man over here? It's talking about a person whose Daito Kitzar, his mind has a limited thought processes. Says Rashi, what does that mean? Meisim lelibai v'doyeg al kol ma she'asi lavai alav. What does it mean? It means a person who's an obsessive worrier. He's always concerned about what's going to happen in the future. That is a poor man. A poor man, he has a whole world in front of him, a whole life in front of him. He has so much goodness and bracha that Hashem is sending him. But where is he? He's not there. His heart and his mind are elsewhere in the world of worry, in the world of concern and fear. He never knows what's going to happen in the future. Why are you worrying about the future? Take advantage of the brachas, of the blessings you have in front of you. However, v'toiv leiv mishtes samid. But the verse continues in Mishlei and it says, a person with a good heart, mishtes samid, he will be rejoicing and feasting constantly. Says the Gemara, that's referring to a person whose mind is expansive. And Rashi explains, he does not put worry into his heart. Not quickly, he doesn't put it there. He delays, he waits, he sees what's going on, he puts his emunah, his trust in the Ribono Shel Olam. And therefore, because that he trusts, because that he believes, because he sees all the goodness in front of him, he's able to push even any thoughts of worry or anxiety away from him. Vein Lidoig, says Rav Chaim Kanievsky, he adds with a personal note of musar, of admonishment, of inspiration. The only thing that a person should be worried about is falling short in the area of Torah and of mitzvahs. Like we mentioned above, when it said earlier that a person is supposed to have fear, it's only referring to the fear that maybe I'll forget my learning. Maybe I didn't do the mitzvahs the way that I should have. Maybe I didn't daven with enough kavanah, enough intention today. Maybe I could have done a chesed, an act of kindness, but I was too lazy to do it. So on and so forth. How much a person should be aware and concerned about that. A person should daven to Hashem, that everything goes well, and that he should not get anxious about anything else. Just look and see and appreciate that which you have in front of you. V'shibcha Chazal, Chazal praise the one, la'anoshim shesmeichim tamid u'mesamchim achem, those people who themselves are always happy and they're always able to bring happiness to others. V'amru, and it says about them, shem b'nei olam haba, those are people who rejoice in this world and cause others to rejoice and to be happy without worries, without concern, without doubts, without anxiety. Those people who help to facilitate that in others, and they have it themselves, they have been olam haba, they are the people that will merit the world to come. We should be zeichim Yirtz Hashem as we continue learning through these beautiful messages in the Orchos Yosher, that just as we see, he ends off with over here someone who trusts and has faith in Hashem and is confident and courageous and is not going to be filled and consumed with fear and anxiety. Those are the kind of people that are happy constantly, and those are the people that will rejoice in the ultimate place of the revelation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in Olam Haba, in the world to come. May we be zeicher to meet in Olam Haba as people that are smeichim, that rejoice over the wonderful word and the world of Hashem. Have a wonderful, amazing, worry-free, carefree, meaningful day.